Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Carnival 8638G. Let's start out with the wrist check. I'm wearing an Invicta 12847. I'll probably be reviewing this one next. And Grogu's wearing my Relogio GMT Coat bezel. Grogu said he's going to audition for Tatooine's Got Talent. He's going to float in the air using the Force while juggling 4 frog eggs. I told him I thought he could juggle 6 frog eggs. He said he ate 2 of them for breakfast. Alright, let's take a look at the watch. It comes in this little red box. Always nice to come in a box. And here it is. It also comes with this little sizing tool. Always nice to get a nice little sizing tool. I really prefer these than beating it with a hammer. But I've had many instances though where you have to beat it with a hammer, but not this one. And here's the watch. When it comes to AliExpress watches, everyone loves the bake steel homage watches. But what about basic quartz watch that just looks nice or doesn't look like anything? Not everyone wants a sub looking like Teddy Brewster yelling charge while running up San Juan Hill. This Carnival is just that, a basic quartz watch that looks nice, tells the time, has enough polish to look dressy, and enough brushing to look rugged. It also has a shiny sunburst dial with the 24-hour indicators of a field watch. There are 6 different colorways, with one of them being a black PVD coated. I chose the blue because I usually do. The AliExpress ad does warn you that the blue in the picture does not match the blue in the watch. They also have one with the blue bezel. The watch is 39.2 millimeters at the bezel, but is smaller than the case, which is 48.5 millimeters with inverted end links, 10.9 millimeters thick, has a 20 millimeter lug width, and weighs 124 grams on the supplied bracelet with 1 link removed. The bezel is a polished stainless steel. Once again, there's an option for a blue bezel. I didn't like the looks of it at all in the ad, so I left it plain, and I'm glad I chose the plain. I really am. The dial is blue with a nice sunburst effect. The dial is much more navy than the one in the ad. Then it says Carnival 1986 on top. Then just quartz on the bottom. There is no mention of water resistance, and you just get the basic 30 meters. The loomed indices are inlaid into this chapter ring, and the numbers are not loomed. And then they have a 24-hour indicator in the middle. Not sure if that was necessary. That's more of a field watch feature, and this really isn't a field watch. But I guess there's nothing wrong with that. The loomed hands are a fence post and have white borders, so they really kind of stick out pretty good. There's no, they definitely don't get lost in the dial. Then the loomed second hand has this rectangular tip on the end and not a lollipop. And then it has a bordered day date at the 3 o'clock. The second language of the day is Chinese. According to the ad, I don't know enough about Chinese to know if that's true or not, but it sure looks Chinese. And there's no Cyclops, thankfully, because that just would not look good on this watch. The sign crown is a push-pull. The signature is different than the ad. The ad shows an Omega looking like logo, but this one has the Carnival 1986 written on it. It's got quick set for the day and the date, and the crown action is good. When you press it in, the minute hand doesn't jump at all. It has a flat hardened mineral glass crystal. It does the job. People complain when it's not sapphire, but sapphire adds a lot of reflection, so sometimes it's good just to get simple glass. The case is a nice solid stainless steel. It's polished on the bottoms and brushed on the sides and the tops, and the lugs slope down good enough so it wears nice and flat on the wrist. I had assumed that this was a press-on case back due to the 30 meters of water resistance, but I couldn't find a pry slot anywhere, so I got out my trusty case back wrench and opened it up, and I was quite surprised when I saw what was underneath. The ad just said the movement was Quartz, which usually implies some cheap Chinese movement, because if it is Japanese, they usually advertise it. But this is an actual Ronda, which is a Swiss company. However, this is not a Swiss-made movement because it says Swiss parts, which implies that it was not assembled in Switzerland. Ronda has a factory in Thailand also that assembles the movements with Swiss parts, but they can't advertise those movements as Swiss-made since they were assembled in Thailand. The bracelet is a fully articulating 5-link. Here, let me show you one of the extra links. See, it's a true 5-link bracelet. And once again, fully articulating. It has solid end links and push pin adjusters. Oddly enough, though, they messed up. On this side of the watch, they put the push pins in the wrong direction. See how they have the little arrows that tell you which way to push them out? Well, this is in the opposite. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Just for newbies that don't know any better, though, they might try to push it out in the wrong direction, which would be bad. So if you do buy this watch, just be careful. Don't trust the arrows. Trust your eyesight. The heads of the pins are going to be the nice flat ones with the little slot in the middle. And the ends you push are going to be the ones that are indented a little bit. Then it has this nice butterfly clasp. It's signed at the end links, Carnival 1986. And this one is never going to come loose on you because it really clicks in solidly. Then it has push button release. And plus this is bi-directional. It doesn't matter which way you close the clasp, which is always nice. There are no half links though, so getting the perfect fit isn't going to be guaranteed, but since this watch is fairly light for its size, it should be okay. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. As you can see, it wears nice and flat, looks nice, wears nice. Unfortunately though, I only had to remove one link to fit. So if you have a really big wrist, you might not be able to wear this, which is unfortunate because it is a really nice watch. Of course, I've heard before that you can sometimes ask these AliExpress places to send an extra link when you order a watch. So if your wrist is bigger than 7 3/4, be sure to try asking for an extra link. Here we are in the loom room. Just wearing the watch, the loom seemed pretty good, so I have a good expectations for this carnival. As we speed up the time, we see the indices fade almost immediately, but it is the hands that really count, and look at them go. It's really, really good for a under $40 watch. So yeah, I'm very pleased with the hand loom. It's too bad the indices weren't up to snuff, but it's the hands that count, so hooray for that. What do I like about this watch? Fully articulating bracelet, very comfortable. And it looks real nice too. I like this nicely brushed solid stainless steel case. Usually at this price range you're going to get chrome plated, so that's always good. I like the fact that it has a Ronda movement. I like the fact that the second hand hits all the marks. I like the fact that it has really good hand loom. What are my gripes and groans? Well, there's not too much to complain about for this watch. The index loom is a joke. It only has 30 meters water resistance despite having a screw down case back, and half of the push pins were put in the wrong direction. Do I recommend this watch? Of course, this watch is great. It is a solid steel performer at a chrome plated price. You will not be disappointed. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Carnival 8638G, and I will be back with another review, more than likely the Invicta I'm wearing. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.